Welcome to the Explainer. So, if you're moving to or around Minneapolis, I'm guessing you probably have a million things on your to-do list right now. And let's be honest, dealing with utility companies usually ranks right up there with getting a root canal. But what if I told you we could actually transform this completely dry administrative chore into an empowering, totally stress-free process that you can master in literally just a few minutes? Today, we're breaking down the exact source protocols, official city guidelines, and state statutes to give you the ultimate insider's guide to setting up and managing your Minneapolis water service online.
Right off the bat, you might be wondering, can you really set up your Minneapolis utilities while sipping coffee at a local cafe? Well, picture this scenario. You've just signed the papers for your new place. Instead of spending your entire afternoon trapped on hold listening to terrible elevator music, you just pop open your laptop, click a few buttons, and boom, your water, sewer, and trash services are entirely handled. Doing it this way drastically lowers your cognitive load, removes the hassle for moving day, and puts you completely in the driver's seat. By the end of our time together today, you are going to have the exact knowledge you need to navigate the city's online portal with absolute confidence.
Section 1. First steps and gathering tools. What you need before you start typing.
Okay, so before you even open a web browser to head over to the official City of Minneapolis utility billing website, you need to gather some very specific documentation to prove your right to actually start the service. The institutional protocols here are pretty strict, so you want to be prepared. Now, if you're a property owner, you absolutely must have an official deed, a closing disclosure, or a settlement agreement. This is basically your definitive proof of the real estate transfer. On the flip side, if you're a renter, you must submit a complete active lease agreement. This verifies your tenancy and gives you the authorization to set up the billing in your name. You'll want to gather these files first, maybe save them as a PDF or an image on your desktop, just so you're ready to upload them directly without missing a beat.
Now, a completely natural question to ask at this point is, what is this actually going to cost me? Well, you'll be thrilled to hear that there is absolutely zero administrative fee to establish or transfer your water service as long as the physical water line is already active. But keep the number 90 tucked away in your mind. If the water supply happens to have been physically shut off at the street or the meter, maybe by the previous occupant or the city, a standard $90 reconnection fee is going to pop up on your very first billing statement. Honestly, it's a fantastic idea to just ask the previous owner or your landlord about the water status before you even move in, just so there are no surprises on day one.
What's really brilliant about this whole system is the operational linkage the city of Minneapolis uses. When you set up your water and sewer account, it actually automatically triggers your registration for Minneapolis solid waste and recycling services. No kidding, you don't even have to create a separate account for your trash. As long as you live in a residence with 4 or fewer units, this automatic perk just kicks right in. And it's a sweet deal. It includes weekly garbage and organics, which is your compost pickup, along with bi-weekly recycling. Plus, all those solid waste fees simply get rolled right into your water and sewer bill. It's just incredibly efficient and one less thing to worry about. Section 2. Form Completion Deep Dive. Navigating the new water service application. All right, so with our documents gathered and the potential fees understood, let's dive into the actual digital registration protocols. The system builds into a very logical 4-step digital workflow. Step 1 is account identification. For this, you'll need the unique account number and the mailing zip code, which you can find right on the physical bill statement. Now, if you are a brand new customer, don't worry, this number will actually be generated for you after your initial application gets approved. Step 2 is contact details. Super simple, just your standard first name, last name, email, and mobile phone. Step 3 gets into security questions. The city portal gives you prompts like the name of your favorite pet or sports team, or you can even write your own custom user-defined question for account recovery. And finally, step 4 is preferences. This is where you can opt into paperless billing, which I highly recommend for keeping that cognitive load low, and provide your email consent for municipal disclosures. Once you're officially inside the system, you'll notice there are 2 distinct levels of online account access. The first is standard access. This is a non-registered, read-only tier. It's actually great if you just want to do a quick pay without having to log in, or if you just need to rapidly check an account balance. But realistically, you're going to want premium access. This is the full-featured, self-service tier, and it is absolutely necessary if you ever want to perform actions like transferring your service to a new address or completely disconnecting your service when it's time to move away.
Section 3. Expert Account Management Tips. Avoiding common pitfalls and asserting your rights.
You know the basics now, so let's elevate this explainer to a true insider's guide. Look, relocating can be messy, but the city's operational protocols are designed to keep things clean if you follow them closely. First up, when you vacate a property, you absolutely must schedule a physical meter reading appointment. This is huge because it ensures you only pay for the water you actually used. Second, if you're moving within the city limits, use that premium access portal we just talked about to select transfer of service. Doing this prevents annoying service gaps and stops overlapping bills. Now, if you are leaving Minneapolis entirely, you'll select disconnect service. And listen, here is a crucial pro tip straight from the source material. If you transfer service and you happen to use your bank's auto bill pay system, you must update your utility account number in your bank's system. Your account number literally changes with the property, so if you don't update it, you are going to be paying the wrong bill. You know, even the very best systems have their hiccups, and looking at real community experiences is a fantastic way to troubleshoot. Check out this fascinating quote from a user on the Minneapolis Reddit community. They mentioned they logged into the billing website and it was completely missing the pay bill button. They literally thought they were going crazy. Luckily, another user accurately pointed out the solution. After a recent system update, you simply have to go in and reset your payment method to make that button reappear. So the takeaway here? If you ever log in and can't find a way to pay, don't panic. Just go into your account settings and reset your payment method.
Now, if you're a renter, listen up, because this might just be the most important part of this entire explainer. Under Minnesota Statute 504B216, you have some very specific, robust legal protections regarding shared metered buildings. Let's break it down. Landlords are strictly prohibited from charging you for water consumed in common areas, period. You also cannot be billed for a portion of a vacant unit's utility costs, and on top of that, you cannot be billed for shared amenities. We're talking communal laundry facilities, swimming pools, things like that. Furthermore, if your landlord happens to receive any bill credits or adjustments from the utility provider, your pro rata share of that credit must be deducted from your total bill. The law purposefully balances municipal revenue security with very strong tenant protections, essentially guaranteeing you only pay your fair share.
Section 4. Conclusion and disclaimer. Keeping your knowledge current.
Well, we've definitely covered a lot of ground today. Everything from gathering your initial documents to asserting your legal rights. Setting up your Minneapolis water service online really is a logical, highly streamlined process once you actually know the steps. But as a quick heads up, please keep in mind that municipal rates, system procedures, and portal interfaces do update over time. You should always verify the latest information, fee structures, and the exact form locations directly through the official City of Minneapolis website and their official channels. But you now have the insider knowledge to dodge those reconnection fees, seamlessly handle your trash pickup, and protect your rights as a renter. So, I leave you with this. The next time you move, are you going to dread the whole utility setup process, or are you going to order a coffee and handle it like a true Minneapolis insider? Thank you so much for checking out this explainer, and keep learning.